Hey YouTube, today we're going to talk about the shaky head. Now a lot of people like to use the shaky head on a flip reel with a medium heavy or heavy action rod. I don't really like to do that. I like using heavier line because I don't like using 8-pound. So what I do is I still use a low gear ratio bait caster on a medium rod. Today I have a graphite composite ultra balanced pinnacle rod, medium action, 6'6", with the Shakespeare Sigma with 15-pound big game tri-lean on it. Now what I'm going to do when I'm fishing a shaky head, when I'm rigging a shaky head, this is the size I like to use for pond fishing. If I'm lake fishing, I'll go a little bit bigger, but I'll even use this on a lake. Tie it on. So you tie it on like that, just like that. And then what you're going to do, bait-wise. Bait-wise, depends on the time of the year and what cover you're fishing and the weather conditions. On a cloudy day in the spring, I like to take a Zoom Util 6.5-inch black curly tail. And what I'm going to do here, just run it through the head there and come out, push it all the way up the hook. Then you're going to have it like that. And what you can do after you have it like this, if you're having a problem getting a good hook set with the medium action rod, you can push your hook through like this. Just barely have your hook through. And then run it back, put it back in like it's weedless. And what that does is you don't have to have as hard of a hook set, and you have a hole already for your hook to come through. And you can fish a shaky head many different ways. I prefer to drag it like a Carolina rig until I run up on a stump or a rock or some cover I can shake it off of, and then I'll shake it a little bit, and then I'll drag it over the stump or the rock. And then you can pick up some fish like that. Another way to fish a shaky head is with a stick bait. So here I have a net bait 5-inch salt lick stick bait, and you're gonna rig it the same way. just like that. This is more of a shad color for fall or for midsummer when they're schooling. Another way I like to fish the shaky head is with a finesse worm. I prefer to use Zoom, and I usually use like watermelon red or green pumpkin, some natural colors. But on a cloudy day, if I'm not throwing that curly tail, I'm going to have a black and blue finesse worm. This is a Riverside 6-inch finesse worm, black and blue. Got real good colors on it. And what this will do is when you're fishing the shaky head, you have your finesse worm or your stick bait or your curl tail. When it's in the water, it'll be stood up like this, and your tail will be going all wild. So when you shake it, and when you're dragging it, your tail's going around. And when you're fishing it off a rock, you shake it like that. Real good bait. You can fish anything with it. Catches a lot of fish. People say it only catches little fish, and it does catch a lot of little fish, but you can catch some really, really big bass on a shaky head. And no matter what time of the year it is, if you're having a rough day, especially if I'm having a rough day, I love to pick up a shaky head and start shaking it. It seemed to always put fish in the boat for me. And the last way I like to fish a shaky head is on a tube. I usually use a bigger shaky head for this, but this one might work because it's a small tube. But I'll take my shaky head like this, spit on it, and then push it up my tube like this. So then you have it like this, and your shaky head's in there, and you're just going to kind of pull and get your eye out like that. And you can tie this on there, and you fish it the same way. You can drag it, hop it, and what this will do is you can hop it. It hops real good. I like hopping a tube better than I like hopping a finesse worm or something. It's more versatile. You can do more stuff with it. This does get hung more because you get rid of the weedless approach. You're fishing it more like, it's kind of like a crappie jig and all. So that's what I've learned about the shaky head, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.